YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2003. Again, I'm sure there was probably some weird... The video may have looked a little bit different, coloring wise, because again, I didn't realize one of my cords for my capture software wasn't plugged in all the way. It's really finicky, so it was out just a little bit and made things a lot different. I hope I adjusted that for you to the best of my abilities, but now things should be as they should have been in that first episode, if you notice any difference. So, we're getting right back into it. I'm actually playing this in the same day that the last episode of 2003 was recorded. Of course, you guys will see this on a different day, but it's the same recording session for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, Complex Destiny, let's see what we can do with her. She is ready to go, 9 furlongs in Ottawa. Let's see how she handles that. We don't know when is the best time to get her spurt going, so that's something I'm going to have to figure out. But yeah. I recommend speed training. We just did that, you fool. But you know what? We'll do it again, because if she can have the speed, that's going to make me a lot more... Well, stamina's great, but if you don't have speed, you're just running essentially forever. I do like my horses to have speed. Of course, having decent stamina is really ideal. I don't care if they don't have the greatest stamina, but at least if their stamina is pretty average and they have great speed, I'll be okay. So we are going to focus on speed with her. And like I said, as long as her stamina is not bad, which I don't think it's going to be anyway, I think she'll be really solid to go. Now, since we've done, this is our second speed training with her, we'll do stamina the next time around. Don't really care about missing that last one. Still should be another good rating here of 82 points. It's looking good for her training-wise, looking really good, and we're still getting A rank for stamina, so that's also... Or I think that's just already there from a previous, training session we maybe did with her. That's what I'm trying to say. Good job. Training in... Yeah. You said the same thing the last time. So yeah, we are getting... we're performing a lot better than the expected training results with her. So that is definitely, I think, going to help her when she makes her debut, hopefully in July, if we can get her in a race at the end of July. Because that's the only time we can start her. But sometimes, the race conditions aren't suitable and you can't really race your 2-year-old until late December. Hope it's not going to be that long. Complex Destiny is back up. She does like to run at the very back of the field, so we don't really have to worry about positioning with her. But ironically, it's always the horses that want to be kind of like in last place or run towards the very back of the field that end up being the horses that get out really well and like gun it to the front without you doing anything. I've noticed that in these games. The horses that need to be at the front, they struggle to get there, and the horses that are the complete opposite are like gunning for the front and trying to lead the race. It's pretty funny. Anyways, we have a chance to finish in the money. That is my foundation for every horse racing game, especially in the Gallop Racer series. Finish in the money, because if you're not making money, especially in the games where you can go bankrupt, you can't play after a while. So let's see what she does. Not the best start, but we'll take it. Positioning wise, I would prefer to keep her to the inside if I can, because we could run her to the outside, but that's not going to be... I don't know what to do. It's a big field, and running to the inside is essentially you gambling on the off chance that, a gap or a lane is going to free up. And of course, anybody that's been playing this game longer than a year knows it's never a guarantee that any gap on the inside is going to clear up. It's never a sure thing in this game. So again, I have to figure out when to start her spurt. Now, she is at the very back of the field, so I'm going to have to get her moving a little bit sooner to get caught up. I'm going to start her at 2.7. Maybe even sooner than that. 2.7 might actually be a little too late. Now I think about it, because I remember I did that with one horse before. So 3 point. We'll see what happens if we get her started at 3 furlongs. So like I said, we're so far back. So far back. There's like no space anywhere here. These horses are just spread out, and you can't really do that double tap to move. But She's showing some speed right here to kind of cut through the field. 3.0 is probably a little too late to get her started, clearly. I mean, we could have finished way better than that. That was like, what, 8th, 7th, 9th? Okay. So, right now I'm going to put 3.3 in her notes just because, yeah, we started at 3 point, and you can see we were still, yeah, stretch wasn't good. Positioning was fine, field was fine, so 3.3 I'm going to try next time around. I got to feel it out with her. I got to feel it out. Like I said, every horse is different, so you can't start every horse at the same point. But since we are so far back and she does essentially want to run in last place, yeah, we're going to have to start her earlier. So I'll try 3.3 next time. And if that's not early enough, we'll just keep kind of moving it up. So it's not really a problem. We're going to figure it out. Best Hunter's ready to go again. Let's see what we can do for him. 9 furlongs. Let's give him a shot here. What's his stamina? Stamina's not terrible. Okay. Complex Destiny, we'll get her another race ahead of time just so she's set to go. Whenever she's back in the blue immediately, and they're both grade 3s. I don't think she's really a grade 3 horse, so it's all that's popping up for her though. Like, golly, 8 furlongs is like the next all the way in May. That's a little annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, we have 2 races at the end of the month. And it's race day. Well, now it's race day. Let's go racing on Central Marlin and Best Hunter. Let's see if we can get another revolution with Central Marlin in his race. But first, we got to run with Best Hunter. Not the favorite, but I lied. We are the favorite. I forgot in this game there's no asterisk next to the favorite, so you just actually have to look at the odds. But we're the favorite in this field of 14. Got to get him to the front. I failed to do that the last time, so I got to make sure I keep pushing him until we are effectively in the lead. Not second place, but in the lead. I'm going to continue to push. Almost a perfect start, but we'll take it. And since we have post position 12, gotta push, gotta push, gotta push, gotta push, gotta push, gotta push. But I think we are in the lead right now. And well, we were. Still have to get him in the lead. Let's see. Okay, now he's in the lead. Hold him back, hold him back. Just want to make sure. Don't bump the horse to the inside of you. 7's going to try to challenge us again, but I think we should be okay. Come on, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there. Gotta get past the 7. Get past the 7, please. Alright. This is fine. This is fine. We're just kind of moving along, so this should be pretty good for us. 2.3 is when we need to start our spurt with him. 7's going to try to come back at us. No, sir. Alright, 2.3 is when we'll start. Yeah, he's going pretty early. That's fine with me. Gas yourself out. Now we're going to get rolling. Now we're going to get rolling. Don't move out. Don't try to block me here. Really good runoff. Turn 4 there. And I think the favorite is coming. No, not really, actually. We're doing pretty well here. 2.3 is the mile marker, and we're going to get a win. Another win for Best Hunter. That is what I'm talking about. Very, very good. Very good. Comfortable win. We will take that with Best Hunter. I'm pretty sure I can run him in graded races. This is what, we're just running him in opens. We should try him in a grade 3 next time around. Yeah, easy win. Easy win for Best Hunter. He'll be a good stud, so we'll... It actually works out since he has an early early growth spurt. We'll be able to retire him probably at the end of this year if I want to, and we can breed him for the next season. Central Marlin. Let's see what we got here with him today. Not bad. We can finish. If we run well, I mean, consider we weren't supposed to be anywhere near the top 5 in the last race with him, and we won that race. So, kind of the same situation here in this race. We have post position 6, so that should be pretty good. We get out well with him. Let's see if we can produce another good result with Central Marlin. Hopefully, if this is the case. Alright, let's see. Not bad. I'm going to push him a little bit. Just to see what we can do. Okay, Okay, this is actually pretty ideal. This is really ideal for him. Positioning wise, this is really ideal. That horse is going to move to the inside, which is fine. I don't want to be overtaken again, so I'm going to move him up just a little bit just to make sure we establish where we are. So 2.5 or 2.3 is what I need to get his spurt started. And because we are much closer to the leaders here, I think we could potentially get him started at 2.3. Alright, let's just move him up a little bit. Just move him up a little bit. And now that horse is going to swing out. Now we'll get him going. Get him going, and we didn't start whipping until 1.4. That's when his revolution kicked in. So let's see if we can... Not today, unfortunately, but he's still showing some promise here. Can we get up in the money to pass those horses on fatigue? No, not really. Not the same result. Just ended up kind of getting up there, but didn't have as much speed as I would have hoped. So that didn't go over too well, but it's okay. We should have finished 6th, though. Stretch is B, so obviously our spurt wasn't timed greatest there. Maybe I should have gotten him started a little bit earlier. We started him a little bit later. Felt we could run that. So maybe 2.5. 2.5. In fact, I'll probably leave his thing as 2.5. Horse is making steady progress. After you said you don't know about her. You know what? Screw you, Gallop Racer horse mascot. You didn't have any faith in my baby, and now you're like, oh, she's making progress. Be patient. I'm always patient. That's why I don't mind if a horse is going to take more than half of her racing career or his racing career to get to his best point. I'm a very patient lad. I've always had faith in my baby. You, on the other hand, had no faith. So screw off. Buzz off. I know horses don't buzz off, but if you were like an insect, I would totally tell you to buzz off. But I'm still going to say it anyways. Now, stamina. Let's see how this goes. I think stamina's a little... Okay, stamina maybe starts off different. Alright. Stamina's a little bit more challenging just because you have to do the whipping a little bit more. Whatever. Yeah, stamina's a little bit more challenging, as it should be. But we should still get at least a 72 or higher, I hope. 75, that's fine. We'll take it. Yeah, not a record, but still, 75 should still be about an A, close to an A. That's good. That's still good for training, so I am content with that. Good job, yada yada yada. You say the same thing every time. Whatever, bro. Foal has been born. Yes, yes, sir. Beautiful. When is the last time we have had a foal like this? It was Gallop Racer 2004 with Great Bolero. He is the last foal I've had in any game that's looked like this. It's a healthy boy, and he's our first boy. I have names. I need to look at my spreadsheet. Hold on. I have names here that you guys gave, and it's in my 2004 spreadsheet. So, our first colt. So excited. Our first colt here in this game. Let's see, what other names do we have? We have a bunch. Let's see. Flying Cowboy, Diamond Eye, Indian Tiger. Indian Tiger. I love that. I've been wanting to use that for a while. Indian Tiger is what we're going to call this boy. So excited. So excited. I'm always excited for foals regardless. Doesn't matter, colt, filly, I'm always excited. But since he's our first colt, obviously that is pretty special. Indian Tiger. I forgot, you have to do space by just going over to like that. Indian Tiger. Beautiful. He is out of, well, he's from the only stud we have, which is what, Only Ocean? I forgot which broodmare though, we'll see. But he looks absolutely beautiful. Indian Tiger. Breeding season has begun. Of course, we're going to do that as well. Let's go ahead and check him out. Indian Tiger is done. So I'll have to take this out of the spreadsheet for names. Foal. We have 2 foals. Follow her lead. 4-star fitness and 4-star toughness. That's great considering that the parents were C-ranked horses at best. And there he is, Indian Tiger from Only Ocean out of Lost Sun. I think Lost Sun, she's been really good. And even still, Special Silence looks like she could be decent as well, considering this foal already has a 4-star potential for fitness and toughness. So it is looking good on this end. It's looking really good. Look, C Eval. C Eval horses. I cannot wait until we actually get some A's, some S's, and obviously double S ranks. Let's breed again. Too many horses. Oh no, we don't have enough space. So we actually have to bypass breeding this year, which is fine. I mean, we actually have quite a bit going on. How much would it cost to upgrade that? Can we even upgrade it is the question. Info office. This is just the main path of like races, not what I was trying to look at. Where would I even upgrade? It's not the academy, because this is just like the learn stuff. Would it be the other thing? Hall? No, this is just like for your rewards and stuff, right? Yeah. We can't upgrade. I don't think, can we? Where will we even upgrade it? I have no idea. Why is my jockey named the Magician? What is that about? Yeah, there's nowhere else I know of. If you guys know in the comment section below, let me know. But how? I mean, are you only limited to breeding, to only having 2 foals at a time? I can't see that being the case. Maybe it is. I can't remember. I barely experimented with the breeding in this game when I played it when I was younger, so I really can't remember. Too many horses. Well, we can't do it, and I don't know how to upgrade it. So, yeah. It's not the academy. Info office, I think, would have been the only place. Maybe it is here, and I just didn't look at it. Report. What is report? Oh, that's just that. Ratings, record schedule. Yeah, nothing here. So, I don't know. Maybe that's our limit? Doesn't seem likely. You may only own 6 horses. So yeah, maybe there is a limit just on the amount of breeding that you can actually do in this game. So right now we have 6, which makes sense. And yeah, I guess that does make sense. You can only have 6 at a time, huh? So we could probably breed more foals if we didn't already have 6 horses here, which means, let's say for instance we had one really, really great horse that we could just run and race with. That means that would free up 2 more spots, which really means we could potentially have like 4 or 5 foals instead of the limit of what is essentially 2 right now. Away She Goes is a filly, officially affiliated. Well, Follow Her Lead is also a filly, but she's still a foal. Saying Away She Goes will be ready to race in a couple of months. I mean, no biggie, honestly. No biggie. It is kind of nice to just kind of stick to what you got and focus on that. For the time being, at least. I'm sure eventually I'll want to have more, but not a problem. That means, I guess, you'll just have to be more selective on breeding, which is kind of, I guess, how you should be anyways, right? No problem. No problemo. And I don't want to get rid of any of my horses, like Complex Destiny. Her road type is Sustain, which means she'll actually be good for long term. Last or First is her latent ability. She also has Inflexible. I'm not sure if that's good. 14 races, though, and no wins. That is a little bit concerning. Maybe we should retire her. Central Marlin, of course, we're not going to retire. And not Best Hunter. Because actually we'll be retiring him probably at the end of this season. So maybe we'll retire Complex Destiny, eh? 14 races, and she hasn't even placed. She hasn't even showed at all. Didn't realize that. So maybe we'll race her one more time, and then we'll just go ahead and retire her. We're not going to use her. What is her best result? Her best result is like 8th. No, her best result is 6th. Wow. I mean, I could run her one more time, but at this point, like, for what? I'm just going to go ahead and retire her right now. Yeah, I'll just get rid of her. No problem. Every horse serves their purpose, but yeah, I didn't realize did not realize we hadn't even won a race with her. So I mean, we hadn't even came in 3rd place. So now we should have enough space to do at least to be able to breed one more foal. Because the two colts are fine, Central Marlin and Best Hunter. And like I said, we'll have more space, but Best Hunter probably retiring at the end of this season anyways. Okay. We should have enough space to breed, and we do. So Only Ocean, and we did Only Ocean, and the last foal was from Only Ocean and Lost Sun. So let's do Only Ocean and... Actually, let's stick to Lost Sun. Western stick to Lost Sun. She is the better of the two. Hope it works out. Another foal in next year. Okay. Like I said, we got the two colts. That works out anyways. Because we have two more fillies coming in. Way She Goes will be ready here in just a couple of months. Then Follow Her Lead will be ready to race next year. So we're actually fine in that regard. So both of the boys are ready to go again. Central Marlin. Let's see what we can do for him. 6 furlongs. Can he run 6 furlongs? He can. And let's see if we can put Best Hunter in a grade. He can run in a grade 1, but that's on turf. I do want to run him in a grade 3. I just want to see what his pace is like. Grade 2 in Nagano. That's actually pretty ideal. I love the races in the Asia region. So that'll be a good test. Grade 2, obviously a little bit higher, but if he can, he's A ranked. He could technically run in grade 1s if I wanted him to. So yeah, he should be fine. I'm totally like not even paying attention. He's fine. All right. Central Marlin here is up. Not great odds. Never really does have great ones. We started him a little bit late last race, so we're going to start him early in this one. Let's see if that pans out for us. Another shorter episode here today, because again, this is in the same recording session. So that's mainly the reason why I'm keeping the episodes shorter, because I'm not going to be able to record them as long. But next time I record, on a different day, I'll be able to do it much longer. So, Central Marlin, he's getting to the front here. And then he's not going to overtake this 12 horse. I'm going to keep him literally tucked in or the 8. Wait, it says there was another horse ahead. Oh, there's the 8. I'm like, where? Alright, this is good. So we're going to start him at 2.5 this time. Maybe 2.7, actually. Let's get him going right now. I don't know what space is going to clear up. Stamina's not looking great as we speak, but let's see. Central Marlin, it's kind of going backwards. Not a lot of stamina. Yeah, he is dropping off the pace. It's so weird for him to have dominated that race where he wasn't expected to do well, and now he's essentially at the same sort of situations, but he's just not doing anything. That is really perplexing. Stretch. Okay, so we're not getting our spurts timed properly with him. I started earlier there, and he really dropped off the pace. And then in the race prior to that one with him, I started later, and we didn't finish great, but we surely didn't drop off like that. So that is, like I said, perplexing, because now I'm not sure what we need to do with him. And his growth spurt is still late, which means he is still going to improve. His stamina is pretty bad, though. 39. It doesn't have great stamina. He's clearly a sprinter horse. So we may have to start a little bit later with him, I think. I think the closer I am towards the front of the field, the better, obviously. But we can't afford to start him later and have him be quite off the pace. So I think we're really going to have to try to keep him towards the front, but not have him gas himself in terms of his stamina, because he really falls off when we start him late. It's like the second or third time now I've noticed when I started him, I should say earlier than expected, and he really falls off. And like I said, his stamina rating is not good, so he certainly cannot go the distance as far as that's concerned. Nonetheless, we'll figure it out. We're going to get him in another race when he's back into blue. 8 furlongs. Or another 6. Ideally, you would consider, with his stamina being so bad, 6 would probably be ideal. But you run at a faster pace for 6 furlongs. Maybe it's better to run him the extra 2. Those 6 furlong races are over. It seems like they're over before they even started. So yeah, whatever. More training. Everything has gone well so far. Let's follow through to the very end. I don't want to hear it, dude. You were like, I don't know about this one. I really don't want to hear it, bro. Now, what's the point of doing entrust? Oh, yeah, entrusting. You're not actually doing the training. Definitely not. So if you do stamina training, it improves the temper and the guts. If you do speed training, that's self-explanatory. So stamina training does improve the temper and the guts more than the speed training. So we'll do stamina again, because I would like that to be decent for her. Don't want a horse with a bad temper, and I would like the horse to have some heart. So I think that kind of goes tail and tail. Hopefully we can get better than the 75. I always miss that last one because the timing is so weird with it. I think I'm going too late. I'm going one more over. Yeah, I think I'm going one more over with that last one. 79, wow, very good. That's actually our best, considering. New record for stamina. Our average is A for stamina and S for speed, so that's all really good, I think, for the way she goes. It's all pretty promising. Good job, yada yada yada. You're full of crap, dude. Go away. Alright. We'll do these last two races. That'll be it for me for this episode and this recording session today, but it's been very fun. I've played the last two episodes of 2001, and this will be my second episode here of 2003, all in the same recording session. Central Marlin, not great odds. Like I said, he's still going to get better. I have to keep in mind, he is probably not even going to be at his best until he's 6 years old. So, just got to figure out the spurt. Still think it's probably better to start him a little bit later, just because he doesn't have the stamina. Yeah. He does not have the stamina really to go the distance, so it would make more sense to start him a little bit later. Because, like I said, if you start him sooner, he's going to gas out pretty quickly. It should be good, I hope. And we don't want him running too far into the blue of this speedometer. So I figured this is pretty good. Hope he keeps his place here. Yeah, stamina's not great, so we'll see. We'll see what we can do with him. Like I said, we still have to be patient. But we know for sure we have to get at least an A ranked on his stretch to know that we're starting him. Whoa, that horse moved over way more than I thought. That's why I was moving over. Wasn't expecting them to drift that far out. No need for them to drift that far out. Not going to whip yet. Now we're going to put him under the whip. He's not really going backwards, but he's not going forward. He's just kind of staying where he's at, ideally. And of course, we only really won that one race with him because we did get the Revolution. I'm not sure where we would have finished without it. So yeah, Central Marlin just... well, let's see what the stretch rating says. D. That's obviously a clear indicator my spurts with him are not good. So am I starting too late? Where am I supposed to start? If I start him too soon, he doesn't have the stamina to keep up. He gasses out. And then if I start him later, okay. I'm gonna start him again. Next race with him, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and just start him like really, really early. Like 3.0. And see what happens. I don't think that's gonna work over well for him, but I gotta continue to try things out until I get a really good ranking. Because until I do, it's a clear indicator we're not starting his spurts right. 8.5, it's a little over his maximum distance, but I don't want to have him wait half a year to race. I mean, he's already waiting till second week in July. It's quite lengthy. But yeah, clearly he's different. Because Best Hunter, I mean, we're pretty much in the groove with him. And we got that pretty much nailed. So Central Marlin, not sure. We have a chance to win again here with Best Hunter today. We actually are the favorite Again, I keep forgetting in this game the asterisks aren't there. So we actually are the favorite in this G2 in Nagano. Love this track. One of my favorites in all the Gallop Racer games. To me, it's so easy to dominate here on the right dirt horse. So let's do it. Get a good start with him. But yeah, Central Marlin is a big question mark. I don't really know where his spurt is yet because we've started him early, we've started him late, and they've all resulted kind of in the same outcome. So clearly it's more to it than what it appears. If it seems easy to you guys, I promise you he's a little bit tricky. Every horse in this game is different. You can't treat them all the same. So with Central Marlin, he's a case of trying to figure it out. Best Hunter, he's not getting to the lead here. I'm trying to push him, and he is just, we're so far outside, he doesn't want to move in. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely abysmal. I know it's bad positioning. He did not want to move to the inside like at all. I was literally holding the left directional pad to the inside. He was not moving there at all. Like, golly. Well, this is not going to be a good result. I don't think so. He did not want to move at all, I promise you. Like, he was not moving. And why are you I don't understand why they do that. Whatever. Whipped him too much. He's still fighting, but I don't think we're going to win this race. His positioning was abysmal. He wouldn't move to the inside at all. It's so strange. That's disappointing because we could have and should have won that race. I mean, I know we had a really, yeah, that was abysmal. Post position on the outside, but I mean, come on. We had a similar situation with his previous race, and he moved to the inside just perfectly there. I don't know what happened. He did not want to move to the inside at all. And maybe it was because we were immediately in the turns 1 and 2 as soon as we pretty much came out of the gates. And of course, it's a lot harder to move a horse to the inside when you're going around the turns. But I mean, he was not moving at all. You saw he was not moving, and there wasn't even a horse next to us blocking his path. That is about one of the weirdest things that I've experienced in this game so far. So weird. Race him to grade 3. In fact, because I was so bad, we're gonna actually get him in one more, and then that'll end the video. But yeah, that was really weird. War training. Last month of preparation before the big debut. Let's train speed, actually. But yeah, really, really weird with Best Hunter. He wouldn't move to the inside at all. Like, I knew I had to get him to the inside because we were losing so much speed running that far out. He just was not moving in until we got on the straight. He said that hasn't happened to me before, not to that extent. So that was weird. But I'll have to be mindful of that now. If we're starting that wide, I'm really gonna have to really put emphasis on it. And considering I was really trying to get him to the inside, he was not moving. He may have to get an even better start. I think that's kind of what that is telling me. One, two. Okay, maybe I'm not doing as much in the last stint of that. 86. Isn't that better than our previous rating? Yeah, it is. New record. Times I think I'm not even going to get a great rating, we improve. Wow. That's awesome. I'm sure we'll get in the 90s eventually. Yada yada. So let's see. Overall, regiment is balanced. She runs 9 to 12 furlongs, and she is a dirt horse, like the rest of them are going to be. So, yeah, Central Marlin spurt. I'm gonna put question marks because now I don't know where her spurt is. But away she goes. 9 to 12 furlongs on the dirt for her. And not bad. Her stamina's whatever. Essentially, she's only 2 years old. I'm thinking balance means she'll hit her peak at 4 or 5 years old. Ideally. Yeah, I mean, she's average. I would say looking at this right now, she's average. I'm not sure how she'll look in 2 years, but right now, she's pretty average. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm looking forward to her debut. I still think she's going to be solid for what she is. All right, last race here with Best Hunter. And let's hope if we have an outside draw, we can get him to the front quickly. Okay, we're post position 7. Much better. And we're not the favorite here today. We're expected to finish 3rd, but the rest of the field is kind of way out of it. So let's see what we can do. I'm sure this will probably be a lot better than the previous one. Previous race, he just, like I said, that's I can't remember the last time that's happened to me where a horse just would not want to move to the inside at all. It was so foreign to me. Okay, and of course he gets out like fantastic now, where we don't even need to really be. I mean, we still need to push him to the front, but considering that last race we really had to get to the front from that outside draw, now it's like he gets out fantastic, and realistically we were already in a decent position. That's how this game works, right? And I forgot, who is the favorite? The favorite was, I can't remember. Is it this horse? It's definitely not the 10. The favorite was lower than that. It was like 5 or something. This horse is overtaking. I mean, I don't want to gas myself, considering that horse is probably going to fall off the pace in a stretch anyways. Bad positioning. Oh, come on. Like, why would I gas myself trying to compete with that horse? It doesn't even make sense. Alright, let's go now. Come on. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. We're not fighting back. I know I started late, but again, how much earlier did I really need to start earlier? And wow, that horse actually didn't fall off the pace. Now we're fighting back, and I think we're just going to get up into 3rd. Which is where we were supposed to finish anyways. 3rd. Yep. Well, maybe we should have started sooner in that case. Different track. Stretch, still A. I mean, still S. Actually, I know positioning wasn't great because we let that horse overtake. But stretch was still S, so maybe that was about as best as we could do. But that's redemption for the previous race in Nagano that we should have won. And yeah. And notice how I need to put in my notes, push to front, because he's a little slow getting to the front. He's a little bit slower, so I'm going to put that in my spreadsheet, that way I remember, I got to keep him going. Certain horses, you don't have to really urge too much, and they settle in very quickly at the front. He takes quite a bit of urging, I should say. So I put that in my notes, but nonetheless, we should be good to go. Alright, let me just edit the spreadsheet here, because guys, we have reached the end of this episode. It has been a very good, productive day. I've had a lot of fun recording, and I'm going to continue to do more tomorrow, which for you guys, you won't see the video for quite a bit of time. Probably, I'm recording now, it's like February 24th. You guys won't even see these videos until the first week of March and second week of March, so that is that. Appreciate you guys' help and support. As always, until next time, RacingEmpire signing out. We have a great evening, and goodbye.